Is it okay if I talk with you guys? Okay, I understand. Do you mind if I keep the camera rolling? I don't need your personal info or nothing. I was just wondering if they had forced you to be searched or.
No, nothing like that. No. Honestly, we got pulled over for some, like, over our head, like, being busted, you know.
Sure.
And, like, they were cool with it. They were cool. Like, we did smell like bud. Like,
right,
a lot.
right.
And they were just cool about it. They were like, how much weed is in the car? And we just said, you know what? I got this amount, brother. My bad, you know. And they were cool about it, bro. It's just, we work with them. They work with us.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Everything went real smooth. I'm real happy for you guys. Yeah. Anyway, my name's Andre. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. All right, have a good night, guys.
You too.
Yep. I saw they took your bottle of liquor, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry?
It's a small price to pay, brother.
That's right, that's right. Just in the future, though, I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but you guys do know you have the right to refuse to be searched.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
But we'd rather not just make it a big deal.
It's whatever choice you want to make. Yeah. Yep. What brand of liquor was that?
Evan Williams.
I'm sorry?
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams? Okay.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
The Code of Criminal Procedure complements and elaborates on many of the rights found in both the U.S. and Texas Constitution. We'll talk about these various Code of Criminal Procedure rights in this screencast. The Code of Criminal Procedure states, "The people shall be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and possessions from all unreasonable searches or seizures." Further, no warrant to search any place or to seize any person or thing shall be issued without describing them as near as may be, or without probable cause, and supported by oath or affirmation. The Code of Criminal Procedure is more specific than the Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. It states, all prisoners are eligible for bail except for capital offenses when proof is evident. It does not prohibit pretrial detention. The Code of Criminal Procedure protects against excessive bail or fines and states there may not be any cruel or unusual punishment. The Code of Criminal Procedure is different than the U.S. Constitution in at least one area. The U.S. Constitution allows habeas corpus to be suspended in time of war or national emergency. The Texas Code of Criminal Procedure states, the writ of habeas corpus is a writ of right and shall never be suspended. The Code of Criminal Procedure states, no person for the same offense shall twice be put in jeopardy of life or liberty. This is essentially protection from double jeopardy. There is one rare exception in the Code of Criminal Procedure, however. There is no double jeopardy unless the defendant was acquitted in a court not having jurisdiction of the offense. This is referred to as acquittal of bar. Here is perhaps an extreme example to illustrate acquittal of bar. A defendant is arrested for an offense right on the border of two counties. County A takes him into custody and tries him, and he's found not guilty. But after the verdict, it's discovered the offense was actually committed in County B. Since County A did not have jurisdiction, the defendant can now be brought to County B and retried. This is not considered double jeopardy. It's called acquittal of bar. Next in the Code of Criminal Procedure, every person may speak, write, or publish their opinion on any subject, but is liable for abuse. This means slander or libel. Next, no law shall be passed curtailing liberty of speech or the press. The Code of Criminal Procedure also states no person shall be disqualified to testify because of their religion, and no person shall be exempt from perjury because they don't believe in God. One aspect of the Code of Criminal Procedure is similar to the Texas Constitution. It states, no person shall be outlawed or involuntarily removed from the state. In other words, you can't be run out of town on a rail. The Code of Criminal Procedure states, all proceedings and trials are open to the public. Defendants shall also be confronted by witnesses, except in certain cases where depositions have been taken. Finally, the Code of Criminal Procedure states, in a case not covered by the CCP, common law will be applied.
And we are a department that believes in transparency, and what I'm really proud of in terms of law enforcement is that when you look at the challenges, societal challenges that we're facing as a nation, law enforcement is really at the forefront, I believe, in terms of a deep desire to improve our profession, to build bridges with our community, and a big piece of that is transparency. If you think about the mistrust of government in this nation, where the mistrust of government is at an absolute fever pitch, historic high, extremely high, the mistrust of government, the way that we build trust with the community is through transparency and through engagement and through having actual respect for the community we serve, holding each other accountable, the community holding us accountable, us holding the community accountable when they don't do the right thing. And when we do these things, I think we end up with much better outcomes, which means we build trust. So transparency builds trust. And so there's a big difference between videotaping and inserting yourself and interfering. And that's why our policy is clear, it's succinct, nobody should really be confused by reading this policy. And so anybody that wants to know whether it's a policy violation, I think when you look at the video and you read the policy, you can pretty quickly draw your own conclusions, but we'll let the investigation take its course.
But now I want to speak on behalf of the 5,200 brave men and women of the Houston Police Department and the other 800,000 police officers that are working these streets every single day, putting their lives on the line. We are sick and tired of having targets on our back. We are sick and tired of having dirtbags trying to take our lives when all we're trying to do is protect this community and protect our families. Enough is enough. And if you're the ones that are out there spreading the rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, well, just know we've all got your number now. We're going to be keeping track of all of y'all, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. We've had enough, folks. We're out there doing our jobs every day, putting our lives on the line for our families. Enough is enough.
Filming a police encounter.
Yeah.
Because this is something, and there are thousands of videos on the internet. We have one of the Border Patrol that we're going to get to in just a second. This is clearly something that police officers do not like, but they have to tolerate.
I think that do not like is a stretch. Nowadays, it depends on your jurisdiction and where you're working. In New York City, if you reasonably expect that something you do on the street, especially if there's lights going and some action, isn't being filmed, you're living in a bubble. In New York City, every single New York City cop assumes that they are being filmed 3 or 4 different ways during an incident.
All right, here's a question. While talking about these 3 levels and some of the things police officers are looking for, we've had the knock at the door, we've had the traffic stops and the roadblocks. What is something a citizen can look for when dealing with a police officer where you think, like, this is just something he doesn't like, and he's kind of hoping that I'm just going to give in and go along because he's a police officer? What is something that I as a citizen might notice? I'm filming, you know, clearly the police officer doesn't like it. What is something that I would red flag a citizen, whether it's a traffic stop, knock at the door, or the filming, where you just know the guy doesn't want you doing it, but he's got to tolerate it, he just doesn't like it?
Well, I mean, it depends where you're filming. You don't want to come in the middle of whatever the cop is doing, because then you're interfering. You walk off to the side or the sidewalk or a corner from a distance and you can film. You have the right to film.
Keep off the grass, though, means keep off the grass.
Correct. And don't interfere with what's ever happening there. If there's a fight going on, the police are trying to break up the fight, don't come in and try and film the close-up shot of the last blow of the first guy. You have to stand off. I mean, it's being reasonable in your filming. As I said, different jurisdictions are understandably understand that this is going to happen. Not to mention all the surveillance cameras that are filming you as a cop in New York City and other jurisdictions.
Boy Marlowe.
Is it okay if I talk with you guys? Okay, I understand. Do you mind if I keep the camera rolling? I don't need your personal info. I was just wondering if they had forced you to be searched or.
No, nothing like that. No. Honestly, we got pulled over for some, over our headlight being busted,
Sure.
And they were cool with it. They were cool, with it. We did smell like bud,
right,
a lot.
right.
And they were just cool about it. They're like, how much weed is in the car? And we just said, you know what? I got this amount, brother, my bad, And they were cool about it, bro. It's just, we work with them, they work with us.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Everything went real smooth. I'm real happy for you guys. Yeah. Anyway, my name's Andre. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. All right, have a good night, guys.
You too.
Yep. I saw they took your bottle of liquor, though. Yeah. What? I'm sorry?
It's a small price to pay, brother.
That's right. Just in the future, though, I can't tell you what to do, but you guys do know you have the right to refuse to be searched.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
Well, we'd rather not just make it a big deal.
It's whatever choice you want to make. Yeah. Yep. What brand of liquor was that?
Evan Williams.
I'm sorry?
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams? Okay.